Hey everyone, match day 3 again was absolutely amazing for the channel. We've picked up another star man and our best midfielder, a bunch of assists and goals scattered throughout as well, and some pretty good trades, some bad ones as well, of course. But if you're new around here, please like, share, subscribe, retweet, get involved guys in the comment section. Thanks a lot and let's get into the video. Right guys, we have the good, the bad and the ugly from from the weekend to go over. Okay, now there's a great match day review on at Football Manager's channel. I'm going to link that in the description below. Feel free to go and check that out if you haven't done already. What we're going to get back to on our match day recaps, our match day reviews, is kind of sticking to point with the fantasy football strategy rather than the portfolio as a whole. We did earn some dividends from some of the Leipzig boys and with Madison and stuff like that, but with these videos they started off as the fantasy football side of things, and that's where I want to try and keep it. Okay, as I say that, I've not paid attention to the footy for about a week or two, but as I look right now it's at 118,000, which is not surprising considering the amount of growth there's been on the platform since the season kicked off again. But if you check out the review last week, we've done pretty well with all our predictions and forecasts again. We'll just dive in and have a look at all of the dividend winners. Okay, so Friday we had a single match day, and our boy JJ went and ran the show in midfield, and he's had some amazing rises off the back here. Wins star man, match winning goal, whatever. I was really happy about that, of course, but I was just as happy to see Hummels winning best defender after we spoke about him last week on quite a few occasions, just with the way the PB matrix is going now. Me personally, I'm starting to lean a lot more towards these commanding centre backs rather than these attacking wing backs. Obviously guys like Trent and that are still picking up dividends, don't get me wrong, but I like the consistency you get from centre halves, because for guys like I'll finish what I'm saying, but for guys like attacking fullbacks like your Trent Alexander-Arnolds and your Kimmich is a bit of an oddity I suppose, but these types of guys to win PB, they need their crosses to be accurate, they need to be getting involved in lots of different things. Whereas with the centre backs, they just really need to do their job in a commanding game, and they score pretty well with the headers they win from, if you think about that Dortmund game on Friday, what was the score, like 5-1 or no, I can't remember now, but they battered the team. And obviously when Cologne were trying to come out, they were just shelling it long, and then Hummels is winning those aerial challenges, knocking the ball back up the pitch for somebody. So it's an aerial challenge one, it's an accurate pass, it might even be seen as an accurate long ball if it's over a big distance, or a through ball if it cuts between the lines. So I was quite pleased to see that, but I was buzzing that our boy JJ, because when we put the fantasy football strategy together, number one, we had no idea what the new matrix was going to be. We did fill in the survey just like everyone else who was here, and had an inclination that I voted for headers to be worth more than whatever else was in that question, and I had a feeling passes, and we all knew assists, that was the general consensus between the community, was assists were going to become more valuable, but it's actually just passing, just passing in general has got the boost. So good Friday for most people. Pogba won media as well, and Roger Marti won best forward by 179. Nice. We had a treble match day on the Saturday. Okay, now the real thing I wanted to touch base with you here is Lorenzo Insigne. Now I'm not too sure, correct me if I'm wrong, that is the first striker to break 300 this season, and I've had the strategy going, and you'll see we'd made some trades through the weekend. I'll talk you through them as well, right? But we're now looking, me personally, I'm now looking for forwards, people who are listed on index as a forward, who are more advanced midfielders, wide forwards, these guys that are linking up with play and getting involved in passing. Not your, and I know he won dividends on the Sunday, but not guys like Lewandowski and Aguero and these types of guys. I'm looking for more link up forwards, maybe somebody like Firmino or whatever, but these are the types of guys I'm now looking for. And when I seen that Insigne score, it really gave me, I was like, oh wow, that's really interesting, and we went and we'll dive into that a bit more. Rashford won the media on the day as well, and our boy Miralem Pjanic went one best midfielder. He made no assists, but like I say guys, it's all about those passing stats, and even before the matrix was changed, this was always going to be a good buy, because you remember Jorginho won dividends on the old matrix under Sarri, and he was going to be playing that Jorginho role in an even more dominant team that Juventus are. So that was, I did a video on Pjanic before called Pjanic and Brooks, it was, players to break the £2 barrier. This is going back maybe about 8 weeks or something, and when I did that, he was like 129, and as you guys know, if I recommend a player, I highlight a player in any of these types of videos, like breaking barriers or ones to watch out for, transfer people, whatever, I don't like to buy them, I don't like to own them, because I like to keep myself as impartial as possible. But after I did that Pjanic video, about a week, 2 weeks went by, and he went down in price. He went from like 129 down to whatever I picked him up at, 122, 121. And I was like, well, do you know what? I've told people that this is going to happen. He's went backwards in price. I would be mad not to buy him, and that's why I did, you know. So, hey ho. We move into the Sunday in our treble match day, and again, we didn't get any winners. I was so, you won't believe me, I know you won't, but I was so close to buying Griezmann. I'll show you the entry in my diary. I was meant to buy him yesterday, Monday, and then with some of the trades we've done, anyway, I'll come back to that. But Neymar won media. Jordi Alba, attacking fullback, he's great for winning dividends, he's done it again. And Luis Alberto, if you want to know a bit more about him, the video I've got linked in the description below, FI Manager, go and check that out, he'll talk you through that. And then on the Monday, Griezmann's won the media, and then we had a single match day with Inter against Lecce, and it was pretty much a foregone conclusion. We had Dalbert in the squad for that match, and then there was these links to Fiorentina when I bought him that didn't really seem to be going anywhere. Dalbert was playing in pre-season, he was still training, he said no, I want to stay. And then on Saturday, I can't remember what day it was, my battery died on my phone. Sorry guys, yeah, I had to answer some work stuff. So on Saturday I was out with the kids at a balloon festival thing. My battery died about 5 o'clock, and then on Sunday we went down the Loch Lomond, with the weather being so good. My battery died about just after the Leipzig game, really. So I missed the developments at Dalbert. Looks like he was moving to Fiorentina, and we were kind of stuck with our dick in our hands when and then I forgot on Monday, because I was so busy yesterday, to check the lineup. I just assumed he was going to be playing, and then it wasn't, and we basically had to do the dirty on him. We had to quick sell him. So we've made a few transfers into the squad. We sold Pepe ahead of the Arsenal game, or just after the Arsenal game, I beg your pardon. He played well enough. His price was at 296, 396, whatever he is, and we're happy just to cash out on him. We'd held him for long enough, and we might go and buy him again if he drops in price. And we went and picked up some Moussa Dembele before buying Dembele, but I did look at my calendar, and I seen Griezmann was in for the Monday, and I thought, nah, I can probably wait till Monday. Messi will be back and he'll do his thing and whatever. And then also I told you all about my issues with batteries and whatever as well. And then when I seen Messi wasn't in the team and Griezmann started and everything, I was just gutted that I should have just listened to myself. I should have just looked at my diary. I'll show you. And because what I did was, it was like Saturday night or something like that. I was like, right, okay, did I have any purchases booked in for this week coming? And I clicked on the Monday, I was like, oh, Madison's IPD's run out, and then I had a purchase here. Who's the purchase? And there it was, Griezmann question mark. And I was like, oh, should I, shouldn't I? And I didn't. I had a purchase back here with a question mark on it as well. It was João Cancelo, and he's been down in price pretty well, so we might look at him again quite soon. And yeah, so I was referring back to the diary. I didn't make best use of it, unfortunately, and it kind of bit me in the bum with Sunday. We could have had a great dividend winner on Sunday for us there. We also traded out Maxi Gomez. We basically just lost the commission on him. He was at 114, we bought at 111, and the quick sell was 111. So I just punted him because he gets subbed, and took the hit on the commission, which was like £1 something. And we went and picked up Frankie de Jong, which I'm really happy to hold. He didn't do as well on Sunday as I would have liked, but hey ho. And 2 seconds. And then basically we went and quick sold our Dalbert, and so that position, guys, it started at £68, and we've made some really bad trades on that position, and so we're now down at 44 deniers at £1. And the denier and the Dembele, guys, to be honest with you, from where I sit, they're just very safe, very easy purchases to make. Denier at £1 is very much undervalued. He's going to be in this Belgium team, and I think when people caught on to that, Company's retired, and it's going to be a back three now of Vertonghen, Alderweireld and Denier. And Denier been up and coming, captain of Leon, you know, the pedigree the guy's got. I say about pedigree a lot, guys, when I'm talking about players, but he's a Man City youth product. He's won titles in Turkey and Scotland, and he could do pretty well in France this year. And same with Moussa Dembele, you know, he's a PSG youth product. He did well at Fulham, won titles in Scotland and Champions League football, overhead kicks against Man City. And I was saying this to Connor at FI Manager, when I bought Dembele. I would not be one iota surprised if he gets into this France squad for these qualifiers coming up. Even if it's just a wee test for the manager, just to see how he gets on, because Giroud's not getting any younger, and Giroud's not even scoring goals for them. Mbappe's now injured as well. And guys like Florian Thauvin getting the team and stuff like that. So I think if Dembele does get into this France squad that will be announced later this week, then £193, £2 for him is going to run away. You're not going to get him at that price ever again, really, because as soon as he gets in that France team, playing at Lyon, playing Champions League, he had links to Man United in the summer. Then again, as I say, Denier and Dembele, they're very easy buys on the index at the price they're at now. You could look at them and go, oh, I missed the boat, I could have bought him at 140, oh, I could have bought Denier at 75p. You can't think of it like that. You know, it's £1 today. Over the next 3 months, it could be £1.50 very easily. That's a 50% profit over 3 months. And that's the way you've got to look at it with these things. Dembele, 193 between now and Christmas. Could he be £2.50? That's a 25%, or it's a bit more than that, but you understand the point. And that's the way you need to assimilate information. You need to look at the market. You need to take their name out of it. What price they were yesterday, put that to one side. I don't know, I'm being a bit of a hypocrite because I'm talking about Griezmann and I've missed out on like 30 pence a share on him. But that's buying somebody right after a spike like that is just madness, you know. So I want to dive into the forwards, okay? So let's have a look at Insigne. Okay, so Insigne scored 302, and as soon as I seen that, I was really eager to see what did they do, how did they earn that score. Okay, so he's got 2 goals and 2 assists, right, which tells you a lot already of where that scores came from. Accurate passing's nice and high. Chances created, okay, so chances created for me is the closest stat we've got available to us that indicates something close to a secondary key pass. Okay, so it gives you some sort of idea. There's out that 7 chances created, how many key passes did he get? He got 5. Okay, so maybe 2 of them are secondary key passes. It's hard to say. All of the shots were on target. It's long balls, accurate long balls were 5 out of 6. 1 cross, doesn't tell us if it's accurate or not. Key passes we just spoke about. Dribbles, 3 attempted, 2 succeeded. He was dispossessed a few times and he recovered possession 9 times, you know, so that was a great score for him. And that's the type of forward. When I see that, I'm now right, okay, that's the criteria that I'm looking for. When I'm looking for forwards now, when I'm going to move on Dembele in the future, Muller, if I move on a midfielder and bring a third striker back into the strategy, I'm looking for strikers that offer that type of thing. I'm not interested, just me personally, I'm not interested in the Lewandowskis, the Cavani's, these types of just predators, Suarez, you know, these guys that are just foxing the boxes. I'm interested more in these kind of guys that are getting involved in other areas of the pitch, and I think you're going to start to find now, same with the passing midfielders, they've all taken a rise recently. I think as more games tick along and more strikers show their true colours, the strikers on the index that do offer what Insigne offers will run away in price, and their price will catch up with where it should be in the marketplace, because I believe there'll be a few of them that I'm yet to find, you may have found them already, that are going to be underpriced just because the market hasn't cottoned on to what they offer. If we look at Griezmann as well, because Griezmann put a great score on the board as well, it wasn't quite 302, it was like 250 or something like that, but Griezmann did himself no harm at all, 2 goals and an assist. And as I say, I'm still gutted because that would have been great. We've been on a great run, guys. We got Starman last Saturday, Sunday. We get Starman Friday night there. We get best midfielder on the Saturday, and if we had another dividend winner there on Sunday, that'd have been absolutely crazy. We're doing so well, but it's just about having a strategy in place for as long term as possible and sticking to it. That's all it really is, you know. And so 2 goals, 1 assist, of course. Shots were decent enough. Passing, accurate long balls. Yep, key passes too. He's not did too much there. He's did a bit more than your normal kind of strikers, and he was in a very odd front 3, you know, Rafinha and Carlos Perez. I've never heard of Carlos Perez, but hey ho. Frankie de Jong did well enough, but again, FI manager, his boy Sergio Roberto ran the show, 8.9. And again, this is the sort of thing we're talking about with midfielders, is those midfielders that connect all the passes and have a good variety of passes as well, long balls, key passes, crosses. So it's good to see that again from more midfielders, guys. Okay, so that was match day 3, I want to say. Now this is the last match day, but I ended the preview yesterday. I'll link that also in the description below. Go and check that out if you want to know what's going to happen this week ahead. I've forecasted it for you, and we've been really on the money so far this season, guys. And then we're going to have the international break. Okay, I'm going to come back at you with a video in the next couple of days, going over trading tactics for the kind of stuff that we've kind of touched on now, some key things in the marketplace. It's not going to be trading tactics as much as it's going to be market movements, you know, things you need to be aware of, things you need to watch out for, and it's more this kind of Madison situation and a few other things that are similar to it. How to forecast the next kind of thing that's going to happen like that. Okay, thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. If you're new around here, please like, share, subscribe, retweet, all that good stuff, guys. Stay out of trouble, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.